Hi. Hey, this video is brought to you by HelloFresh. Hi everybody, it's the Papa from the Papa's Kitchen, and actually today is a very exciting day for me because I got a call from the folks at HelloFresh. I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. I'm familiar with these guys because 11 years ago when I moved down here to Florida, we began to use them and we had a subscription with them and we brought their food in, and I learned how to cook by doing HelloFresh. And what I learned from HelloFresh as a very novice cook, not even a chef, just cook, was that two things. One, I could actually pull off a very good tasting meal with help, and the importance of using fresh herbs, fresh ingredients in all my cooking. And I still contend that's what makes my cooking good, at least to those people that try it. And I am excited to be a sponsor of them in this video today. And I've got some great offers for you at the end of the video. We'll talk about that in a minute. But my boxes just came, and there's 4 meals in here for Susan and I. And I'm going to unbox these things, but then once I get them out, I'll talk to you about what I ordered because I don't remember totally. And then I'm going to pick out which one I want to cook for tonight. So here we go. Oh, what? Sliced bacon, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be good. Anybody need some ice? And there's a note in here, Sue, that says, look under the ice. There may be more things, and there certainly was. Oh, look at, yes, I remember I did something with shrimp. Fresh shrimp. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Steak or something. Yeah, pork fillet. Let me make sure the box is empty. Nothing underneath. Nope. Got it all. There's my 4 meals. Okay, this is sort of like Christmas all over again, really. And it's only the end of October. Hoisin pork and broccoli stir fry with optional chicken cutlets, it says. Looks like. This one is creamy butternut and sweet potato bacon soup. Oh my goodness, I forgot I did a soup. That's right. I wanted to try it. I love that. Sweet and spicy chicken lo mein. I just went crazy. Ooh, I'm so excited. No. Oh, here we go. Apricot balsamic glazed pork fillet. Or the option is chicken fillets or bavette steak. And I think I did the pork. I'm going to have to sit down and decide which one I'm going to cook for this evening. So I'm going to look over the directions of each one of these, see what appeals to me to cook tonight. The rest are going in my fridge because I'll be pulling them out the next few days. And we're going to have ourselves a feast tonight. Which one would you like? The hoisin, you like that? That's that one right there. I think that's what we'll do. All righty, good. Sounds like a plan. I'm going to dive into this. I'll be back and we'll start cooking something. And I'm going to show you how fantastically easy. And I wish I could give you a bite, a spoonful when it's done, because this is what turned me on to good cooking. And I mean, this is good food. So look at it all comes in a bag, and the proteins come separately, which is what I love. And I'll tell you what, I just love this, and I've really been excited about doing this. Now, I ordered and got a portion size for 4, and they put everything together. Everything that you need is here. That's what comes in the box. It's got a picture of how it should look. It also lists over here what the ingredients are in the box. And you can see up top there, either 2 servings or 4, and I'm doing the 4. On the back are, in this case, 4 steps that I follow to the T. This is what got me started cooking, because I knew if I can follow that kind of direction, I can follow anything and I can make a really nice meal. So much better to having fresh food made in your kitchen that comes off hot and sit down and eat it and enjoy it than doing all of those delivery things from your restaurant or whatever when you never know when it's going to show up. And when it does show up at your house, it's cold or lukewarm, which I hate, and you're always missing something. So this is the way to go. Right now I'm doing step number 1, which is prepare and wash the vegetables. And in this particular, really like a stir fry kind of deal, they've given me broccoli. I'm telling you though, this is what got me going. I just all of a sudden realized I can actually pull off a meal. And I'm telling you guys that are possibly watching, but ladies, you can just show this video to your gentlemen. They can actually cook. Some of the guys, I know even my brother or two, they think, oh, I can't ever do that, and that's not my deal and all that. Actually, there is real enjoyment in doing your own meal. So here we go. In this little colander, I'm just gonna wash these down. I don't even get this good from my local grocery store. It's really fresh. When HelloFresh says fresh, they mean fresh. That's done. I love this. Let's go to the next step, please. In a small bowl, whisk together soy sauce, hoisin, ponzu, and half the garlic powder and 2 teaspoons of sugar. So they didn't send the sugar because they know you got sugar, so don't worry about it. Hoisin is really like a Korean barbecue sauce. And by the way, you can subscribe to this service. When I and Susan were picking these out the other day, I could not believe how many different food items they're offering now and how many protein items. And it used to be when you order protein, you mostly would just get chicken, and if you wanted anything else like steak or shrimp or something like that as a protein, it would cost you extra. Now it doesn't even cost extra. Here's the ponzu, and by the way, ponzu, it's a citrus kind of sauce, and it gives you the acidic, almost like a citrusy vinegar, if you would. And then here is the soy sauce, and that's going in there. Everything's marked. I don't know if you can see that. Garlic powder. So there we go. So I'm going to just, do a good guess and put half of that in. Right in there, just like that. And then the only thing else I'm adding is 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then once it's whisked together, and we're going to set this aside and let this rest, because that's eventually going on the other stuff that we're doing. Now, step 2. Cook the rice. And in a small pot, combine the rice and 1 1/4 cups of water. 1 1/4 cups of water. In goes my rice. Great. And we're also, it tells me to add a pinch of salt. There we go. Put it on, bring it to a boil, and once it does, we're going to cover it. Put it off the heat or put it down real low and cook until tender, 15 to 20 minutes. So it tells me everything to do. And sometimes I don't get rice right, but this will be great. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook the broccoli and, in this case, the chicken. There's my 2 proteins, chicken fillet. And what they're asking me to do is open these up and then slice them thin. And that's what's going to go into our stir fry. I'm going to prep this, and I'll be right back with you, and I'll show you how we cook all this together. So I'm finishing up, just thinly slicing crosswise my chicken cutlets here. And by the way, they even go so far, I love this. They tell you pat the meat dry, pork or chicken, whatever you're using, because they know, like I know, and you might know, that when it's dry, it actually cooks better and gives a nice sear to the meat. And I just love that. They include everything. This is how you learn how to cook. Having said that, now watch. Here's the next part. Heat a drizzle of oil in a large pan, which I've got my cast iron here. We're going to heat this up. Drizzle of oil over medium-high heat. So I'll put that up a little bit like that. Add the broccoli and cook, stirring often until brown and tender. About 4 to 7 minutes. Lower the heat if the broccoli begins to brown too quickly. Then stir in the pork and with a pinch of salt and pepper, cook, stirring often until cooked through another 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes, some nights when you come home, people are literally melting down and they're ready to eat. And they even offer, HelloFresh even offers something they call a ready-made option. In other words, you can get the thing ready, they said, in 3 minutes. And they're a lifesaver for those times where you just got to get something quick on the table. Husband and wives that are maybe retired, and that's mostly my audience. I'm telling you, my mother, near the end of her life for the last 15 years, she just got tired of cooking. But with this, it would have made her life so much easier just to put a fresh, easy meal on with really hardly any thinking whatsoever. Oh, she would have loved this. They give you a sheet, and it tells you how to add proteins or substitute different proteins in your recipes, or what to do with adding vegetables or any sides that you might want to add to the meal. They're giving you almost everything that you could possibly come up with, and even meat-free main dishes they have. Just didn't realize how much broccoli and how much chicken I was given for 4, but man, is it great portion size. And so I switched out the pans, got a bigger pan so I can do things right. All right, look at there, perfectly done rice. I mean, I don't do that very well with a rice cooker. Okay, if I'm following directions, here's the last step, is I add the soy sauce mixture and cook, stirring occasionally until thickened, 1 or 2 minutes, and then remove from heat. So let me stir that up again, and then in it goes. That's all the flavor right there, folks. And then we want to stir this up. Cook it in this. Get that flavor over everything.
Looks delicious.
Doesn't it? And it smells delicious.
And fresh.
Yep, and fresh. That's the truth. Girls, you ready to eat? It will be just a few more seconds and then we're going to eat. We're going to let this get a little thicker. And it already is doing that. That's nice. Lots of chicken, lots of nice broccoli. Good stuff. Get your vegetables in. Papa's going to have to try a piece. Oh my goodness.
Is it good?
Girls,
The seasoning?
test, test, test. Is that good?
You like it?
That really is good. There you go. You got it from a 7 and 8-year-old. HelloFresh is good stuff, even for children. The seasoning that they use and the fresh ingredients, it's so good. And this is going to go over in my bowl over some fluffy rice, and we're ready to eat. Now I'm going to come back in a few moments after I get them eating to tell you how to get some HelloFresh for yourself. They're offering, through our sponsored video here, they're offering some great discounts. I'm going to get the thing plated up. I'll show you one plate and how that looks, and over the rice, and then we're going to feed these kids, see how they like it, and then I'm going to come back and give you some information. Okay, my rice is ready. I'm going to put the chicken and the vegetables on, and I like my broccoli cooked, sort of, but you could have pulled it out earlier if you wanted, and added in later, and it would have been a little bit not as cooked. Look at, and then the juice. Oh man, just pour that in there, just like that. This is going to be so good. Make it pretty. And I actually had a little bit of green onion in the fridge, and I'm going to just a little bit of that on there. That, folks, is the meal. Now you think about that, times 4. That's a good meal. You just can't beat this. Oh, absolutely outstanding. Full of flavor. Oh, what a treat. My mother's biggest complaint, and probably most of yours, in fact it was Susan's, and that's why I ended up learning how to cook, and HelloFresh helped me, but was the idea of, okay, now I got to think about what to do, what the menu should be, blah, blah, blah. With this, sit down once a month, get your subscription with HelloFresh, pick out the meals, and then put it out of your mind. Grab a bag out of the fridge and off you go to the races with the meal. I want to also just tell you what they're doing for us is the new HelloFresh by using my code that they gave me called Papa's Kitchen HF. If you apply that code, there's all sorts of free offers that are going to come your way. 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life, 1 free meal per box with an active subscription, and this is for returning or brand new subscribers. Free meals applied as discount on the first box for new or returning subscribers, and all that varies by the plan that you end up signing up for. But sign up today. Click below in the description box, use my code, go to HelloFresh.com, use my code, however you got to get there. Even use the QR code. And then they even send you coupons. You can give a free box to for your neighbor or something like that. I noticed in the box they were advertising, even they have a big old Thanksgiving feast that you can order. Makes life easy in a very fast-paced world. Or in a world where as you grow older, you don't feel like cooking and going to the store and blah, 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 but this is the perfect way to do it. Those girls, they pushed away from the table, said, I'm stuffed. So we had a good meal. We had a good meal. I hope you grab a subscription to HelloFresh. I really do. I recommend it highly. Thanks for watching today.